Tuesday, June 23rd, 2026. The time is approximately 6:07. We are here at the Franklin Township Administration Campus All-Purpose Room for the regular business meeting of the Board of Education. Brian, can we have roll call?
Mr. DeMaglio.
Here.
Mr. Grippo.
Present.
Dr. Hopkins.
Here.
Ms. Inocencio. Ms. Maris.
Here.
Mr. Parker. Ms. Rafiq.
Here.
Ms. Welsh.
Here.
Ms. Wilson.
Here.
Have a quorum.
Thank you. And also, can you read the Open Public Meeting Act statement?
In accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act, Public Law 1975, Chapter 231, Sunshine Law, copies of the public meeting notice were sent to the Courier News, the Home News Tribune, the Star Ledger, the Franklin Reporter, Taxes of Franklin Township Clerk Manager, District Schools, Offices and Associations, PTO Presidents, and posted on the district website.
Thank you. Can I have a motion to go into executive session?
Second.
I lost count. Who said what? So moved by Mayor, seconded? Okay. Okay. Seconded by who? Bill. All in favor? Aye, so moved. All right, the Board of Education of the Franklin Township School District in the County of Somerset adjourned into closed session meeting to discuss the items which fall within the exception of our open meeting policy and permits the board to have a private discussion since it deals with specific exception contained in NJAA 10.4.12b. Matters rendered confidential by federal law, state law, or court rule, individual privacy, collective bargaining agreements, purchasing of lease of real property in public interest could be adversely affected, investment of public funds in public interest could be adversely affected, tactics or techniques utilized in protecting public safety and property, pending or anticipating litigation, attorney-client privileges, and personnel employment matters affecting a specific prospect or current employee. Be it resolved, the board would now go into private session to discuss matters rendered confidential by individual privacies and attorney-client privileges, including personnel matters. Any discussion held by the board which need not remain confidential will be made public as soon as practical. Minutes of the private session will not be disclosed until the need for confidentiality no longer exists, or appropriate person who may be discussed in private session have been adequately notified. Good evening, everybody. Once again, today is Tuesday, June 23rd, 2026. The time is approximately 7:54. Number one, I want to apologize to the audience that we took a little longer than normal in executive session, but we do take every matter that occurs in executive session very serious, and but I do apologize. With that said, be it resolved that the board would, any discussion held by the board which need to remain confidential will be made public as soon as practical. Minutes of the private session would not be disclosed until the need for confidentiality no longer exists. All appropriate persons who may be discussed in private session have been adequately notified. With that said, we're going to move to the Pledge of Allegiance. Lori, can you lead us?
Ready? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mayor, can you do the mission statement for us?
Franklin Public Schools embraces diversity, fosters excellent educational innovations, and empowers all students to achieve their highest potentials.
Thank you. All right, can I have a motion to adopt the agenda?
Second.
So moved by Bill, seconded by Lori. All in favor?
Aye.
So move. The student representative report, they all studying for finals, I guess. So we'll table that one and move on to recognition of the service for professional and supportive staff. Drum roll. Oh, can I have a motion to move going into the recognition?
So moved.
So moved by Lori, seconded by Maher. All in favor?
Aye.
So move. No, Mary's on vacation. Oh.
Township would like to welcome all of the 25-26 retirees. Thank you all for your service. Okay. The quality of a person's life is direct proportion to their commitment to excellence, regardless of their chosen field of endeavor. We salute and thank the following individuals who have shared their commitment to excellence and a portion of their lives with the students of Franklin Township Public Schools. First up is Anna Abraham, AIS teacher, 27 years with the district. Please come up. At the end, we'll take a picture with everybody and the board. Linda Ballesteri, secretary, 21 years in the district. Judy Batrin, paraprofessional, 18 years in the district. Scott Bird, health and PE teacher, 34 years in the district. Susan Bird, athletic academic advisor, 29 years with the district. Patricia Berga, bus driver, 37 years in the district. Maria Sikoria, lunch duty aide, 13 years in the district. Yay! Constance Coriel, secretary, 16 years in the district. I'm sorry if I say the names wrong. Daryl Demore, 27 years in the district. John Davidson, maintenance, 21 years in the district. Karen Esposito, paraprofessional, 30 years with the district. Armando Gonzalez, custodian, 21 years in the district. Mickey Griff, industrial arts teacher, 24 years in the district. Beth Jones, accounts clerk, 37 years in the district. Yay! Sarah Leal, speech language specialist, 20 years with the district. Cindy Alicia, food service manager, 20 years in the district. Abby Levine, media specialist, 20 years in the district. Christina Maggio, special education teacher, 7 years in the district. Terry Moreno, secretary, 18 years in the district. Kenneth Margolin, dean of students, 25 years with the district. Bonnie Martin, nurse, 25 years with the district. Janet McCourt, special education teacher, 15 years in the district. Lourdes Otto, bilingual math teacher, 11 years in the district. Jennifer Pasqua, school counselor, 34 years in the district. Leanne Pinetto, AIS, English math, 25 years with the district. Alfred Raya, elementary teacher, 25 years with the district. Antonio Rayo, school nurse, 21 years at the district. Denise Olive, academic coach, 25 years in the district. Melanie, I'm gonna do this, Zalaja, LDTC, 21 years with the district. Cheryl Wingo, secretary, 27 years in the district. Can all the retirees come up and take a photo with the board? I don't think they were going to do.
You guys step up front, we'll stand behind.
Yeah.
This one is now.
No, I got two more to read.
Say Brian is not here, so why have we walked the table? They can come here and they can
Oh.
take the tent.
Roger not here? No. Oh. I'm just following instructions. No. All right. So should we do Rod? Okay. We're doing it. I am, right? Okay, we have two more retirees that I almost forgot. Okay. Dr. First, Dr. Hopkins has something to say.
All right, folks, we have a couple of resolutions that we need to take care of. One is for Rod Brundage, I'm sorry. And the second one is for Dr. LaValle. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. All right, so with the resolution, let's read them. With Rod, Nick, you want to read Rod? Resolution?
Sure, that would be an honor to read. Whereas Rod Brundage, a lifelong supporter of Franklin Township Public School District, has served as Franklin High School vice principal from 2002 to 2026. Whereas during this period of leadership, Rod Brundage has clearly, consistently, and tirelessly worked with the community, parents, staff, Board of Education, and Superintendent of Schools to champion, promote, and advocate programs, services, and opportunities for the benefit of all students, staff, and the community. And whereas Rod Brundage demonstrated a high standard of leadership as a district administrator, which created an era of achievement and growth for the students and staff under his supervision, a standard for all to follow. And whereas Rod Brundage has publicly and personally joined the Board of Education in support of its vision of the future of education for all the children of Franklin Township. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the members of the Board of Education and the Superintendent of Schools of the Township of Franklin, Somerset County, New Jersey, do hereby take the opportunity to express their deep gratitude and affirmation to Rod Brundage, a true warrior for life, for his excellence, dedicated service, and leadership to Franklin Township Board of Education School District and the community.
Thank you, Nick. And the next one, the reason why I forgot, because I really don't want this guy to leave, but Erica, can you read Dr. Rivalli's?
Yes, I'd be happy to. Whereas Dr. John Ravalli served as superintendent for the Franklin Township Public Schools from July 1st, 2015 through June 30th, 2026. And whereas Dr. Ravalli is regarded as a resilient leader, having navigated the district through a global pandemic, where he oversaw the creation and implementation of plans and protocols governing remote learning and the return to school, and where he ensured access to meals and necessary technology to assist students and their families during that time. And whereas Dr. Ravalli acted as an architect of transformation, leading the district through the One Less Move referendum, the implementation of a 3-tier busing schedule, the opening of the Warrior Health Center and the Sioux Fall Health Center, the transition of the board administrative campus, the transition to the board administrative campus, and multiple green initiatives. And whereas Dr. Ravalli served as a catalyst of growth, supporting the district's equity and school climate culture and initiatives with district-wide equity training and the creation of the AP Ambassador Program by providing one-to-one Chromebooks for student use, with the continued expansion of the preschool program and the creation of the Warrior Next Tech Academy, through the development of the FHS Aviation Program and numerous athletics and extracurricular activities, allowing our Warriors to shine in athletic and fine visual and performing arts competitions. And whereas during his 11 years as instructional leader of the district, Dr. Ravalli led with purpose, vision, and compassion, engaging the community, parents, staff, Board of Education, and administration in work destined to benefit all students, staff, and the community. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the members of the Board of Education of the Township of Franklin, Somerset County, New Jersey, as well as the administration, staff, and the larger Franklin community, do hereby take the opportunity to offer their profound admiration, enduring respect, and utmost esteem to Dr. John A. Ravalli, a true warrior for life, in recognition of his exemplary leadership, steadfast dedication, and extraordinary service to the Franklin Township Board of Education, school district, and greater community.
That's all right.
Now let's get one with Barry Ann. Here's our anniversary.
Recognize the retirement may be an ending, a closing, but it's also a new beginning. To all of our retirees, thank you. May your new beginning bring you all that you could wish for and more. Now we'd like to thank the PTO and the PTSO presidents and representatives for your dedication, hard work, and support during the 25-26 school year. If you want to come up, Miss Wendy Riga and Deborah Perillo from FHS, Zena Sada and Sandra Rear. I'm going to, SGS representatives, CES. Is that all we have?
Yeah, Maxwell's down here. Somebody came last.
Dusty Romano Curtin, Melissa Fattori, and Alyssa Whiskey, I don't know, I'm sorry. Monteese Anderson and Jodelle Boyd, Krista Sells and Carval Seepersad, Amy Rayborn and Megan Intercantalupo, Liz Downey and Alice Roman. Okay. I'm done.
All right, folks, with the recognition of School Connected Organization Leadership 2025 and 2026, we need to make a motion and accept this for the recognition of these folks. Can I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to recognize the School Connected Organization Leadership 2025 to 2026.
So moved by Nick. Who's going to second it?
Second.
Clara was quick on my hair, real quick. All in favor?
Aye.
So move. All right, now we on to the presentation, recognition of the PBIS team leaders, recognition of Restorative Practices Core Team of Trainers. Got a lot going on, a lot of recognitions.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Solomon. I'm Director of School Management and Student Advocacy here for Franklin Township Board of Education. I'm going to call up Sharon McNeil, who's our coordinator of PBS. Let's give her a round of applause because she does a phenomenal job each and every year, each and every day, in guiding and leading all of our PBS coaches and team leaders that we're going to recognize tonight. But I want to give her an opportunity just to kind of explain what PBS is and just briefly share what PBS is all about.
Thank you. Good evening. It is my pleasure, my honor, and my proud heart that is able to say we've been implementing positive behavior supports in schools in Franklin Township since the 2008-2009 school year. This is a framework that enables us to teach pro-social and positive behaviors, to recognize when students are demonstrating those behaviors, and to correct if needed, those behaviors as well. It is used systems-wide through all of the schools, and it relates to students, staff, and community. We are so proud that we've been honored for a second year in a row for the gold status district leadership implementation of PBIS, and we're only one of 3 districts in New Jersey who implements it district-wide. So I'm very proud to say that. And we were the first. Short enough?
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. And you're going to hear me talk later this evening when I have to do the SSDS presentation. PBS is the umbrella of all behavior interventions that we have in Franklin Township Public Schools. So we appreciate the efforts not only by Sharon, but by all of the coaches and team leaders that we're going to recognize. So as you can see, these pictures here just help put smiles. PBS helps put smiles on the faces of our children across the district. And PBS is embedded in everything that we do. Everything that we do that provides a positive climate and culture within our schools. So at this time, those of you that are here to be recognized for PBS, why don't you just come on up? Are there any PBS folks here tonight? Come on up, Corey. Corey's involved with everything. Sharon, why don't you come on up? But every single school in the district has a PBS coach and leader, PBS teams, and it's multiple tiers. We have universal levels. We have tier 2, which is a secondary level, which is check in, check out, and even the tier 3, which we call tertiary levels, where we provide that deep level intervention for those students who may need it. And we just extremely grateful for the work that our staff puts in and day out to support our neediest students. So let's I know they're all not here tonight, but let's just give them a round of applause. Why don't Corey, Sharon, you come on up, just shake the board members' hands, and we can just keep this on here, all right? Thank you for all that you do, Sharon. I can't wait to put the next banner up there for 2026. We're going to blow that one up. All right. All right. Then what we'll do, Corey and Sharon, once we're done with the restorative, we'll just have the restorative and PBS folks together because it's all married anyway, right? I'm going to call up Mr. Plummer, our supervisor of diversity, equity, and inclusion, to join me as we want to recognize all of our trainers. So, what is it, 3 years ago we started, well, you started this and pulled me in, fourth year. Mr. Plummer, who's our supervisor of diversity, equity, and inclusion, began training our staff, and I was happy to be part of that, so thank you, and learning a lot about what restorative means. Again, you're going to hear me talk about this in the presentation that follows this, about our discipline data, but this is just where the research is telling us to go, how to handle, some of our difficult situations. We have to restore the minds, restore the spirit of our students and staff to help them move forward with whatever they're going through. So, Mr. Plummer, just give a quick little summary of what restorative is.
Absolutely. So, my name is Darren Plummer, Supervisor of Equity and Inclusion, and I have the distinct honor to work with some wonderful humans across our district. And I think I said last year, some folks are thermometers that tell the temperature. Other folks are the thermostat. They set the temperature. So our trainers set the temperature in our district. The aim of restorative practices is to use an explicit practice to build relationships in community, resolve tension and conflict when it arises, and repair and restore those relationships. And doing that through building community agreements, ongoing community practices, and then using all the tools on a restorative practices continuum to deal with that conflict resolution. And they've helped to build capacity with other trainers and our training of trainers during the summertime, collaborate during faculty trainings, building capacity of staff, in grade level meetings, in half-day PDs, and anytime there's a local intervention in a building, they've been part of that building process and capacity building in our district. So I'm honored to work alongside them and honored to recognize them tonight.
Thank you. And again, I just want to add this. Some of the most powerful moments I've had over the last 2 or 3 years is working with Mr. Plummer, doing restorative circles right here in this room with parents and students that have had some extreme cases where we're able to pour water on whatever fire that was going on between them and help them move forward. And we've had some success. It was stressful at moments, but this practice truly works. And it's just I'm so grateful that we are learning about this as a district, and I can't wait to see where it takes us. So if you are a restorative trainer, I'm going to ask you to come on up. I see some folks out there in the audience. Come on up. Come on up. I'm going to want to recognize you. I think I'm pretty good at this. Hold on, I think I know everybody. So we all know Principal Lori Vaccaro. Miss Kara Holzer at SGS. Also from SGS, Miss Monica Smith. Our newly appointed Supervisor of Special Education Elementary, Corey Cohen. Our Coordinator of PBS and our District Behaviorist, Sharon McNeil. Connolly, right? Connolly, Adrian Stravanopoulos. Stravanopoulos. All right, we go way back. And Sherry. Nagy, class of 99. Connolly as well, or McAfee? Connolly. All right, so thank you. Make sure you get a certificate from Brianna. Won't you all come on up? Board members, if you don't mind taking a picture with everyone here. And we are now recognizing PBS and restorative, so great job. I'm impressed. I worked or did something with all of these folks up here. Just amazing people, amazing people.
I want pictures. I want to see.
What do you need, Dr. Solomon? You can start. We'll demo. Gotcha. Okay.
Is it okay I just move rolling right into this? All right. So this evening is part of the biannual SSDS Student Safety Data System Report that we do every year. We do one in June, then another one in October. The one in June, the one that I'm going to present today, is from reporting period number 1, which is from September to December of this school year. So it's the data that you're going to see is only from like the first part of the school year. Okay, in October, I'll do period 2, which would be the entire 25-26 school year. All right? Dan, I'm going to need your help on this because I did not go on my phone. All right, so as you know, when we look at behavior, and we want to provide supports for our behavior because we want to increase student achievement. We want to make sure we meet the social and emotional needs of all of our students using that umbrella of PBS that I just mentioned, and provide students, obviously, and staff with a safe school environment. Those are the goals. That's what we put all these things in place for. If you look closely, there's 3 pie charts broken down from high school, middle school, elementary. This is my favorite slide of the whole presentation because it gives perspective. I first want your attention on where it says PBS national average. You'll see for high school is 87.7, middle school is 84.68, elementary 90.99. That is the national average of students with no discipline records. And that's out of 3,738 schools for PBS. If you look at our data that's in green, on the bottom portion of the circle, you see 94.3, 92.9, 98.1. That means our schools are operating above average, which is a positive thing, to be above average, above the PBS average of schools that have no discipline. I love that. That means we are on the right track. What you see in yellow and red coincides with one office discipline referral. That's what ODR represents. And in red, it represents students who have been suspended one or more times. And you just see that we are operating in the right, we're going in the right direction, we're above average. And this data, which is on the next page, what I was referring to for PBS, this is where we pulled it from. This is a national publication for PBS, all right? And it helps us understand where we are when we are ranked or compared to other PBS schools. Next slide. As I mentioned, ODRs represents office discipline referrals, all right? And again, we're looking at from September to December, comparing from year 24 to year 25. And you can see high schools on a downward trend for office discipline referrals. Middle schools, downward trend. Elementary, slight tick upward, but very close to be the same. All right?
Nick, you grab one of those things.
There you go.
Not yours, Dennis. Yours has got all of
Test, all right. So in terms of, when we look at the office discipline referrals and we look at the data, we try to understand what kind of office discipline referrals are we receiving, the incidents. The numbers you see here are not people. These are when it occurs, like how many times it happens, the incidents. So in elementary school, we look at the top 5 incidents of our 7 elementary schools. You can see at the bottom, again, just give perspective of how many students we're talking about. And again, physical aggression is the top of the list of incidents that occur in elementary school. Then it's physical misconduct. And the difference between that is more aggressive behavior than slight, pushing and shoving on the playground. All right? Disruption, non-compliance, obscene, inappropriate language and materials. So we look at that just to see how we fare from year to year. All right? Some things are on a decline, some things are increased. All right? But we look at that to see which areas we need to focus on from year to year. Next slide. In terms of middle school, again, what I like about this, you start, and it matches the ODR data, right? Decline in ODR should be decline in incidents. And you see a downward trend. All right? Disruptions are number 1 in middle school, language, so on and so forth. Next slide for high school. High school, class cutting. If you saw this slide 2 or 3 years ago, the class cuts were in the hundreds, and now it keeps on declining. All right? Disruption, CDS is a concern, right? That's on the rise. That's something that really concerns us because of the vaping. All right? Physical aggression continues to be on a decline. That's a positive thing. Test. But when we look at the incidents, when we look at the ODRs, it's important that we have interventions and supports to address those concerns. And that's what we're talking about. PBS is that umbrella of interventions that we have. Everything you see here is connected to PBS some sort of way. We have mentoring. We have restorative practices in PBS. Our school assistance coordinators, our counseling support, These are all things we need to help our students overcome whatever behaviors that they are exhibiting. And we are proud of the different components or the different interventions that we have available to us to support our students. And we're always looking for more because our students are showing all types of behaviors, and we have to make sure we meet their needs. This is another, I'm going to call it a technology type of intervention that we utilize within our Chromebooks or in our system here, because it helps us identify some mental health behaviors before it rises to a very heavy level. It helps us identify sometimes issues that students are having with other students, because we're able to track what they're writing and putting on our district issued Chromebooks. And LineWise has been very helpful. It's also annoying if you are the one monitoring it, but when you really take a step back and look at what LineWise is, I think we appreciate it. I know we are able to catch some things because of this to support students that parents or teachers didn't realize what was going on with them, and it allows us to provide interventions sooner rather than later. The last piece of data I'm going to share with you is the HIB data. At the top, as you can see, we keep track of reports or incidents that investigated, incidents that are not founded, which are not confirmed, and obviously incidents that are confirmed. And one thing that I noticed over the last year or two is that we're averaging about 20% of what's being reported are founded. So you can see there in that first part of the last school year, there was 40 reported, but only 8 founded. That's 20%. And you look at the year before, and it was around 25%. All right, so that's what we've been seeing. And again, I can't tip my hat off enough to all of our anti-bullying specialists, our principals who are doing this work, because some of it is very tedious and time-consuming, and certainly appreciate their efforts in really getting to the bottom of what happened and to make the right decision to support the alleged victims in these matters. So the last half of this presentation is compliance. And I'm going to just touch on what we utilize to talk about what our HIB policy is. And at the end of the day, you can never go by what we grew up with understanding what bullying is. We have to go by what the state definition is, and that's what this is right here, is broken down. At the top, anytime you deal with the matter, whether it's a verbal, written, physical act, something has to happen before it could be bullying or harassment, right? But then we have to understand, did it violate someone's protected class? Race, color, religion. Did it happen in place or near school, off school? It could be anywhere. And this is the most important one, that's why it's in the middle. Did it substantially disrupt the school day? Those are very tough questions to ask yourself sometimes, because you have to define what substantially disruption is. Then on the right side, that right column, it has to be one of those, right? Did it create a hostile environment? Did the student know about what they were doing? And then was it insulting or demeaning? These are the questions that our anti-bullying specialists are asking themselves. Okay? Another important note is that basically what this is saying, if a student violates the HIB policy 3 times in 1 year, there's some additional training not only for the student but for the parent of that student who's the alleged offender. Okay? So we utilize a system called Hipster, where we document and track all of these different incidents that occur throughout the year, and we are able to understand if students reach this level of something happening 3 times. Next slide. At the end of the day, we want our students to speak. Tell someone who can stop it, because we don't know, we can't address it. We don't know, we can't help you. all right? And that's what we try to educate our students on and our staff. So that's why it's important to make the connections of having mentors and creating trusted adults within the building. That's why you see teacher, counselor, principal, myself, right? We're all involved to make sure students feel comfortable going to a trusted adult. So if something is going on, we're able to stop it before it gets too late. Again, as I mentioned, we have line-wise. We have courses that teach digital citizenship. We have our code of conduct to enforce our internet safety. And again, we do this year in and year out with our students at the beginning of the year, but publicly, we want to make sure that we share this with the public and put this out there to meet our expectation by the state. And last but not least, this is all around on every big room, classroom. These are our safety procedures. This is what you will hear from us when we have a safety drill, whether it's a hold secure, we call shelter hold, shelter secure. We also have lockdown drills to practice emergencies, obviously evacuates like a fire drill, and shelter for hazard. We actually had an earthquake 2 years ago. We utilized that as well. All right, which I just touched on. Thank you. Any questions from the board?
Thank you. This is a standalone report at this time. So we're going to open up questions to the board. Any questions on this report, Jennifer? Lori?
No questions. Thank you. Very informative. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
No questions. Not on this report. Everything's complete.
Maher?
No questions. Thank you, Dr. Solomon.
Clara?
None for me. Thank you.
Nick?
Thank you for that report. I have no questions.
Thank you.
No questions for me. Thank you, Dr. Solomon.
The only thing I do have is a comment that I applaud the report that you have presented to the district, and that hopefully that the programs and the coursework that we have in the district will continue to keep the students engaged. So if their mind is engaged on their coursework, their mind will not drift into other areas of disruption. So I would applaud you and your team of stay on top of this, and I always use the word it takes a village, and the educators is part of keeping the disruption down. So continue to put something on their minds, and we'll keep this low. Thank you. All right, let's move on then. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. I lost my place. We're going to, oh, yeah. Can I have a motion to open up public from the public on agenda items only?
Motion to open to...
For the public hearing, I'm sorry, on HIB report. Do we have a motion to open it up for the public?
Motion to open.
That's motion to open.
For the HIV report that we just read.
Right. Mhm.
So move.
Seconded, please.
Okay, seconded by Lori. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So move. So 3 minutes only. If you have comments on the report that was just presented. And Dr. Solomon is your timekeeper.
Seeing no one coming forward, I move to close the public session.
So moved by Bill.
Second.
Seconded by Erica. All in favor?
Aye.
So move. All right. Now we are on the. So let's with the report. The report is under A1. So we can I have a motion to accept it?
Motion. Student safety and HIV report.
Seconded, so moved by Lori, seconded by Claire. This is A1. Brian, can I have roll call on this one?
Mr. Dement?
Yes. Yes.
Redpath?
Yes.
Ms. Inocencio?
Yes.
Ms. Maris?
Yes.
Ms. Rafiq?
Yes. Sorry.
Ms. Wells? Yes. Ms. Wilson?
Yes.
Dr. Hopkins?
Yes, so move. All right, so we gonna go into Dr. Vivaldi's last superintendent report.
Indeed it is. End of the 25-26 school year. We are quickly closing in on the last day of school for the 25-26 school year. With that said, I want to remind everyone of some important dates. Thursday is a minimum session for all students. Friday is the final day of school and is also a minimum session. So that's Thursday and Friday, district-wide minimum sessions, with Friday being the final day of school. Thursday evening is the grade 8 promotion celebration. That starts at 4 p.m. That'll be hosted this year at Franklin High School in the stadium, with FHS graduation following on Friday, also in the FHS stadium, also at 4 p.m. Both ceremonies are weather dependent, and if the backup plan is needed, the ceremonies will be moved inside into the FHS gymnasium. I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone for their continued support throughout this school year. It's been a wonderful year. Finally, as I sit here tonight at my final board meeting as superintendent of the Franklin Township Public Schools, I find myself reflecting on just how fortunate I've been to serve this incredible community. After near 38 years in public education, including 24 years as a superintendent, I can honestly say without a doubt that serving Franklin has been one of the greatest honors of my career. This is going to be the hard part. Thank you all.
Take your time.
For your trust and support. While I promise you we've not agreed on every issue, we've always shared a commitment in doing what's best for our kids. To our administrators, teachers, support staff, and all the district employees, thank you for your dedication and professionalism. The success of this district, the banners hanging on this wall, are accolades you should be proud of. I also thank my wife. 36 years, my family for their love and support and understanding throughout my whole career. Their encouragement has made this journey possible. Although I'm retiring from this position, I'll always remain a proud supporter of the Franklin Township Public Schools. The relationships, memories, and experiences I've gained here will stay with me forever. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to serve this wonderful community. It's been an honor of my lifetime. I wish Dr. Maroon, sorry Jamil, the board, the district, and the entire Franklin community nothing but continued success in the years ahead. Thank you. Believe it or not, I practiced that. Oh, I practiced that. I said, I'm not going to let that happen. And it did.
That's called a good Italian.
All right, we're gonna move on, but we're gonna move to my report. Tonight marks the last Board of Education meeting of the 2025-2026 school year. I know our students, especially our seniors, are looking forward to finish out this week and start their summer break. I think our teachers might agree with those feelings as well. We have a packed meeting tonight, so I will keep my report brief. We have recently received word that our district has once again been designated as a high performer by the NJDOE following the most recent QSEC evaluation. As always, Dr. Rivaldi and his administrative team have shouldered this challenge by putting together the document requested by the DOE. I would also like to thank our teachers and staff for their support of our students, resulting in academic growth. We are very proud of this designation. Also added to this particular section, we had the governor come by. Mr. Romero and the EAS staff and was gracious to host the governor and for recognizing our high impact tutoring program. So that was huge. So for those who are saying that not much is happening in Franklin, they're not paying attention. As I mentioned during our last couple of meetings, the board has appointed Dr. Dan Lagerin as the interim superintendent to serve as our district educational leader until Dr. Maroon comes on board in September. We believe Dr. Dan will keep this district head in the right direction after Dr. Rivaldi retires later this month. Tonight is our good friend Dr. Rivaldi's last board meeting in our district, and we wish him the best as he starts his retirement later this month on somebody beach or, on his boat, his RV, wherever he's doing. Dr. Rivaldi has accomplished much over his 10 years. This man has shouldered a lot. He has moved this district. We invite you to check out a short video we have posted in the headline section of our website to see some of those accomplishments. On behalf of the board, thank you, Dr. Rivaldi, for your leadership, your strength, your dedication, as Dr. Solomon and I was going to say Mr. Plummer would say, you are a warrior in all aspects of those words. Thank you, teachers and staff, for your dedication this year, and thank you, students and families, for your hard work this year as well. I'm going to have more to say with good of the order, but if I don't say it, have a great and stay safe this summer. All right, so with that said, can I have a motion to open up to the public on agenda items only?
So moved.
So moved by Erica, seconded
Second.
by Jen. All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. 5 minutes only on agenda items only, and Dr. Solomon is your timekeeper.
Seeing no one coming forward, I move to close the public session.
So moved by Bill,
Second.
second by Nick. All in favor?
Aye.
So move. All right. Since it's been a long evening, and I'm not going to dilute the evening, because the evening is truly, in my mindset, is dedicated to Dr. Rivaldi. But we're going to move on to committee reports. What I'm going to do tonight, does anybody, any chair of any committee have something that is pressing for the district? Not at this time? All right, so can I have a motion to accept the committee reports for review on the website?
Motion to accept committee reports for review on the website.
Second.
So moved by Nick, seconded by Lori. All in favor?
Aye.
So move. Madam President, new business.
Okay. I make a motion to move the following into the record under new business, beginning with R1, monthly reports, M1, minutes of board meetings, A2, travel-related expense reimbursement, A3, affirm harassment, intimidation, and bullying decisions, A4, NJSIAA membership, A5, NJQSAC review, A6, new bylaw, second reading and adoption, A7, revised bylaw, second reading and adoption, A8, revised policy, second reading and adoption, A9, revised policy, first reading, A10, facilities use, A11, state tuition reimbursement, homelessness, A12, adopt a revised notice of regular Board of Education meetings, A13, letter of commitment, B1, warrants and payrolls, B2, financial reports, B3, monthly financial certification, B4, contract approval. Okay, and B5, change orders, B6, deferred compensation, B7, 2026, 2027 bid contract renewals, B8, FY 2027 payment of claims, B9, transfer excess revenue of unexpected appropriations, B10, vendors exceeding bid threshold, B11, authorization to award contracts, B12, procurement of goods and services through state, agency, and cooperative purchasing programs for FY 2027. B13, agencies for purchasing. B14, memorandum of understanding with the Hunterdon County ESC. B15, revised PEA budget. B16, FY 27 application for temporary instructional space use. B17, award of RFP/CC, speech therapy, RFP/CC number 2027-10. B18, award of RFP/CC, nursing services, RFP/CC 2027-11. Out-of-district students, 2025-2026 and 2026-2027 school year. Field trip designations, I'm sorry, that was C1. Did I say that prior to saying C1? The first one was C1. C2 is field trip destinations, C3, field trip applications. C4, 2026-2027 bilingual program waiver. C5, application and acceptance of FAA aircraft pilot workforce development grant program. C6, application for high-impact tutoring program, targeted summer supplemental grant. C7, acceptance of high-impact tutoring program, targeted summer supplemental grant. P1, workers' compensation. P2, withholding employment and adjustment increments. P3, PEA salary allocations. P4, employment contract. P5, personnel report number 12. That is all.
All right, so we have a motion on the floor to accept R1, M1, A2 through A13, B1 through B18, C1 through C7, P1 through P5. Can I have a second?
Second.
All right, seconded by Bill and Lori. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, Brian, can we have a roll call on that one?
It has to be one or the other.
Roll call.
Oh, the roll call, is that what he said?
Mr. DiMaglio.
Yes, except I abstain from P1A. B1A. The reason is I have a relative that works in the district as a teacher, so I abstain from that. And Dan, although I agree 100%, you're going to do a great job for us, formally, I am going to abstain from that. Thank you. I'm good with everything else.
Mr. Grippo. Ms. Inocencia.
Yes.
Ms. Maris.
Yes, but I abstain from P0 to B because of personal relationship.
Ms. Rafiq. Ms. Welsh. Ms. Wilson.
Yes.
Dr. Hopkins.
Yes.
Motion carries.
So moved. All right, can I have a motion to go into comments from the public on any topic?
Motion to open public comment on any topic.
So moved by Nick,
Second.
seconded by Lori. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So moved. 5 minutes only, any topic.
Seeing none, I move
Hold
to
it,
close the...
hold-
Oh,
take it.
Eric, I'm sorry. Lori almost knocked me off my chair here.
I promise I'll be very brief. My name is Eric Siegel.
Well, I can't hear you, Eric.
I promise I'll be very brief. My name is Eric Siegel. I'm the supervisor of science, CTE, work to know, and the co-lead of the Warrior Next Tech Academy with my colleague, Dr. R.C. Walla, but that's not why I'm here. I'm in the last year of a two-year term, or my last year of my second two-year term as president of the FTSSA. And I have never addressed the board before for a very good reason, with Dr. Ravalli leading us. You don't hear this very often said by union president. We did okay. We're okay. There was nothing to complain about. Dr. Ravalli, Dr. Hopkins, and the board, it's easy to be a critic or to cynic or to tear down. But Dr. Ravalli, you were a builder and maker of things. You oversaw the construction of a new elementary school, oversaw extensive additions to 2 more. You fixed God knows how many roofs, elevators, HVAC units, restructured one school and rezoned others. You built a system of and for equity and added programs and positions to address historical injustices that have been with us since the founding of the Republic. And you shepherded us through a pandemic. There is no manual on how to be a superintendent, let alone a revered one. But personality matters, focus, dedication, patience, more patience, and vision. So on behalf of the FTSAA, I just wanted to say thank you. May your years ahead be filled with food, family, friends, and fond memories of Franklin. Thank you very much.
Any others?
Anybody else coming up? Seeing no one else, I move to close the public session.
So moved by Bill,
Second.
seconded by Nick. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Now we are getting closer, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the good of the order. Nick, you want to kick this off?
Sure, just in case I forget, because I'm going to be a little winded here. I wish everybody a great summer. Project graduation check-in is at 9:30. I'm hoping that all my fellow board members will show up at least to come and get a piece of chicken with Bill Grippo. It's a fun event. You'll really like it. Please stop by. It goes until 3:30 the next morning. So anytime you want to pop in just to see what it's all about, please do. Thank you to our parent-based organizations and Wendy and Zena for another great year with the President's Council. You guys do an amazing job for the parents and the students. And I want to congratulate Cheryl Strand, although she's not here, she was supposed to be here. She is our new dean at the high school. And I remember when she started at McAfee with Mr. Grippo, although he can't remember her name, but she started at McAfee, and I'm happy to see that she's up to the high school as a dean now. Also, congratulations to Linda Balistreri, Rod Brundage, Scott Bird, and Susan Bird on their retirements. It was a pleasure working with all of them. And then Dr. Ravalli, I think on this board, I've probably had the most longevity with you, aside from Bill Grippo, but a little over 11 years ago, shortly after you were hired, I remember I spoke to you for the first time at that point, and I was serving as the leader of the President's Council. One of the first things that John said that he would do is he was going to plan to have an ice cream social to meet the public and introduce himself. Well, needless to say, that ice cream social never happened. But what did happen was something more significant. John helped turn the 2014 referendum into a reality. I served as the parent chair for 4 years, and at times it felt like we were running for a political campaign. The effort began under the previous superintendent and continued under Lee Seitz, who championed the referendum. Working along with Bill Grippo, Brian Bonanno, Mary Clark, and Ava Naj, the former board president, we successfully passed that referendum on the very first vote. The impact of that accomplishment is seen today in our schools, our facilities, and the foundation it created for future generations of students. John did an incredible job leading us through that period, and yes, he forgot to invite me to some of the celebrations, but that's okay. Now, most of you know how involved I was with the parent organization under John's tenure here. Well, John helped us out a lot, but I always knew when he was upset with me, whenever someone would squeal on me, because the phone would ring and it would be, Nicholas, John Ravalli calling. I would sit back, let him rant and rave for a few minutes because I knew it would be short. The truth is that Bill Grippo trained me well, and John knew that I was probably going to do what I wanted anyway, because following the rules has never been my strongest skill. In fact, when Mr. Grippo was still principal in the district, John would use Bill to carry out his instructions to me when he didn't want to do it, which backfired on him, because if I wasn't listening to John, I certainly wasn't going to listen to Bill. You imagine that? We did.
Embarrassment is
we didn't always agree. In fact, we had some heated discussions over the years, but when I was elected to this board, John took the time to help show me the ropes. Along with Brian Bonanno, they both did their best to reel me in, keep me between the lines, and help make sure that I stayed out of trouble. Some days have been more successful than others. John needed help with some initiative for community involvement. Back in 2018, at one point, he called and convinced me to restart the PTO at Pine Grove Manor, which had been inactive for several years. I remember coming home from New York from surgery, barely recovered, and wheeling myself into Pine Grove Manor with parents and the principal to help them launch a new PTO. John would probably say I was helping him advance community engagement. I would say it was voluntold and never really had a choice in the matter. So John, thank you for your leadership, your friendship, your mentorship, and your dedication to our students, staff, and families of Franklin Township. Enjoy Italy, enjoy your retirement, enjoy your boat and fishing, enjoy the next chapter of your life, and most importantly, remember that you now belong entirely to Mary Ann. Oh, and by the way, after all these years, I'm still waiting for that paycheck. Congratulations, you're done with Franklin now, and you have done a fine job here.
I should have saved you for last. You and Grippo, tough act to follow. Here.
Sorry. Just quickly, McAfee Road School, they had a lot of, obviously all the schools have a lot of things going on. They had their moving up ceremony, their pre-K, their KG, and then the 5th grade moving up to middle school. Erica did the opening remarks, I did the closing. It was just an amazing event. All the kids have their career lined up, from being a neurosurgeon to a police officer. It was great. Let's see what else is happening and has happened. SGS they also had many events. The one that I went to was in conjunction with the Franklin Food Bank. Had a district poetry contest, which was absolutely amazing, that these kids have the poetic and the versification, actually. They received awards from $100. Every single one received an award from $100 to, I think the winner was $500, right? So, yeah, and so there were quite a few others, but I will skip over those. And I just wanted to say a few words to Dr. Ravalli. You know, Dr. Ravalli, I've only known you since, we got elected, me, Jen, and Clara. And I just want to thank you for your years of dedicated service as an educator and your service to Franklin Township. I think your commitment to our students, staff, community, administrators, and the work you've done will be felt for generations. The work you've done here will be felt for generations to come. I wish you a healthy and a happy and a well-deserved retirement.
Clara.
That's going to be short. I just want to congratulate everyone who has graduated this year, and thank you again to Dr. Ravalli for all your years of service to Franklin. And I yield my time to Bill Grippo.
I'm going to continue with our newer members with Jennifer. Yeah, okay. I'm going to save my two senior members before me, but Erica.
I just want to congratulate all of our retirees. Thank you for all of your years of service. Congratulations to all of our students that have moved up. Went to some pretty emotional move-up ceremonies, including my own daughters, so I'm already like, have a wonderful summer to all of our teachers, staff, and students. And to Dr. Ravalli, again, thank you for all of your years of service, again, as an educator, as a superintendent, and in your 11 years here in Franklin. I feel fortunate to have had the opportunity to start on this board with you here at the helm. I've learned a lot from you in my time here, and you'll be missed. That's all I can say. Enjoy your retirement. Congratulations.
I believe Bill is junior to Lori. So, is that correct?
Only on the board.
Yeah, on the board.
Why don't you let me go?
All right, Bill, you up.
So, first I'd like to say I wish there was more people here at the beginning of the meeting to be part of the honor given to Dr. Ravalli. I would suggest we take a look at that in the future. I had the privilege of working with John 5 years as a principal of McAfee and then 6 years as a board member. It's an interesting transition for both of us. So I'm going to read some names out to you. Dr. Crandall, Dr. White, Dr. Dennis Clancy, Dr. Austin Gums, Frank Pepe, William Westfield, Ed Cito, for a minute, Ebony Pagan, Lee Seitz, and Dr. Ravalli. So after, I've been in the district for 50 years. This is my, in October, mid-October on the 15th, is my 50th anniversary when I signed my contract for $17,500. I thought I was rich, and I was an administrator for 50 years. So in 50 years, I've touched the ingredients of every one of these 10 superintendents. They were they were my boss, all of them, except at the end, John. Most of them had some very good qualities. Most of them. I'd say all of them had good qualities. They're not bad people. But what John Vivalli did, or what John Vivalli has brought to the table, is a mosaic of charisms. Where the heck's the newspapers? Oh, there you are over there. I'm sorry. A mosaic of charisms. A charism is a Greek word for gifts, for a gift. Some people have the charism, like John F. Kennedy was charismatic. Maybe Ronald Reagan had a different charism. It's the strength. John is a mosaic of all those superintendents, the best of them, into one person. There's no reason for me to say this. He's not going to give me a raise. He can't fire me. I'm just saying it because it's the truth. He has been the best. I said this to Mary Ann before, that I don't want him to hear it, but I'm nothing bad. I just said he's a good guy. Keep him around. He has the composition of a true leader. And that's what he brought to Franklin, that leadership. He was able to put his ego on the shelf, keep his cool. And with a lot of these superintendents, some of them had some real ego problems. And when I did my crazy stuff, they just couldn't handle it. John was able to handle me. I don't know how he handled Demeglio, but he was able to handle me. And all I could say to John finally is what we say in Latin. It used to be a Benedictine monk. When a priest went to another mission, another step in his life or her life, it was a nun, we'd say quo vadis. Quo vadis is the Latin word for where will you go next? Where are you going on your pilgrimage? And I know that John's going to continue to touch many, many lives. God bless you, John.
Amen. Our senior spokesperson on the board.
Thank you.
All right, Lori.
Well, my first words are actually for our students and our teachers. Job well done. Congratulations on a 25-26 school year. Have a wonderful summer. Don't forget your summer reading. Take a book to the beach and have a good time this summer and be safe. And to Dr. Ravalli, I'm one of those people too. I get very emotional and I'm not nearly as articulate, unfortunately, as Nick and my junior here, Mr. Grippo. But yeah.
First time I've ever been called a junior.
I try to be articulate, but I can't quite meet your standard. I want to thank you. You've been the only superintendent that I have had the experience of working with on the board. I've been on the board now 10 years. You have been so much more than a leader. You've been a guiding light. As the superintendent of the school district, you are the CEO of the school district. And the blend that you have brought to our Franklin of being not only business savvy and being able to help us make the most of our budget, but most importantly, always focusing on the development of our students, on the education that our students receive. As an educator, I can't tell you how rare that blend is. Not only are our students intelligent, but they're good people. They've been taught kindness. They've been taught how to deal with conflict. They've been taught critical thinking. These are things that have been instilled in them that, as I believe it was my colleague that said, will resonate for generations. We owe you such a debt of thanks in Franklin, and I personally owe you a debt of thanks. Job well done. Thank you.
I'm
Now we'll let
my
Mary Ann have
piece.
you.
I'm gonna say my piece, but I'm gonna let Dr. Rivali close us out, though. So, John, get your thoughts together again. But anyway, number one, thank you for all who has been recognized today. Huge accomplishment. We're getting closer to the end of the school year. We got the middle school move up, and class of 2026, stand up. This is your moment. Dr. Miles is preparing, and we are going to stand tall and strong for Dr. Rivali's last graduation in this district as the leader. But my reflection on Dr. Rivali was come in as a new board member, gung-ho. It's time to shake the district up. Dr. Rivali and the board members temper some of that in me. Help me understand the layout of the district itself. And one of the things that over my years as a board member, with as I travel through each year, seeing the things and seeing the accomplishment that is offered here in this district. I always, from time to time, toot the horn and challenge our students, our parents, to take advantage of what we have in the district. And under the leadership of Dr. Rivali, that was accepted into the district, and to see the district flourish, and to see our graduates, regardless of leading into continue their academia in college, going out to the trades with the ROTC, all these programs have flourished and expanded over my time on the board. And one thing that I could share with the district, how well this man is respected, flourished, and within the district itself, is when we was going through our process in the search of our new superintendent. One of the things that the board knew is that we had so many candidates, because they was looking, I'm gonna take the doctor off, they was looking at what John was doing here. They saw that, heck, he has built a home, that a house that I could just take up my slippers off and just be comfortable in the house that John built. So throughout the interviewing process, they kept, revering, and we had to, as board members, we had to back some of the candidates up, like, hold up. We're not looking for someone to be in his shadows. We need someone to gain command, and I guess the analogy I use is that John built the new car, but you need to check under the hood just to see what's broken underneath this hood so you could tighten up these bolts. But with that said, my friend, I guess get that county car for golf.
You heard him.
She's gonna kick you out the house anyway, because she's gonna be like, you spending too much. Well, I'm used to you being away, but like Nick and Bill said, we didn't agree on everything. Sometimes if you have two alpha dogs in the room, someone has to yield, and usually it's me. And I thank you for the leadership, the time in Atlantic City, and all that you have done for this district. I yield to you, my friend.
Well, I promise to be better this time, but first off, thank you all. Thank you all for the very nice comments. I appreciate it. But for me, it's always been about you all. Our kids, our staff, the board, the community, so many things have got accomplished, but little to do with me and everything to do with you. So thank you all. It's been a wonderful 11 years. I look forward to reading and hearing about the wonderful things that will continue to happen here, and I know they will. You're in good hands, you really are. Matter of fact, Jamil just texted me a little while ago congratulating me on my last board meeting, and I said, well, you've got 11 years worth of them coming, my friend, so good luck to you. But I'll always be here. This is a wonderful community. I certainly look forward to hearing more and more about all the great things that'll happen. And thank you all for a wonderful 11 years. That's it.
You close us out.
Time for coffee. Thank you, my friend.